Greetings and welcome to session 3, the YouAttest walkthrough video for group and user auditing. Me and Kashif are going to go through group and user auditing through the tenant that we've passed out to the partners, but this also can be used to help people understand in general how to use the product. Take it away, Kashif.
Thanks, Kurt. Greetings, everyone. And let me just share the right screen here to start with the
We see
group
it.
audit first.
Yep.
So that's the dashboard you're looking at. As usual, we will assume that you have your integration in place with one of your Azure instances. So once you have that, it will be pretty simple for you to run these application group or user audits. Since we have already covered application audits, we're going to jump right into the group audits, and let me show you how do you create those. Now, I'm using one of my Azure instances right here, so you can see all the groups that I have created. For example, finance, human resources, Office 365 groups are here as well. So I can create those group audits pretty easily when my integration has been completed within my YouAttest tool. So let me just go ahead and select the group audit here and select my API source, which is my Azure AD, also AAD in this case. And then I'm going to give it a name, K3, that's my favorite. And then the date, the time frame that you need to decide, like a target line when this audit needs to be completed by you and by the reviewers you're going to be assigning this task to. So let's say I select 30 of this month or maybe the next. And then on the next screen, you will need to select the target group or target groups. You can select multiple of those. So for example, if I select finance, it should come up because it's the information is coming directly from your Azure tenants. It should be able to find that group within your Azure instance. So I'll select finance. So, but for example, if you want to select sales as well as, you want to select multiple groups in there, you can do that, or human resources for that matter. So as many groups as you want to add, you can do so. And by default, it's going to fetch only the active users from your Azure tenant. But if you select inactive users only, that's another use case. You can select that, or you can select all users. But by default, it will always fetch the active users from the tenant. So let it be the default active users. And once you click done, it will start fetching the information that you've been looking for in this group, in this audit. I have created a K3 audit with the same finance application, just before this session. So let me open that up just to save time. And you will see three users who are a member of this finance group within my Azure Active Directory right here. Now, all I have to, you're looking at the email ID, this Garrett Grayjack, his email ID is here. The manager he's reporting to has also been mentioned here. It's coming directly from your Azure instance, and its status, active or inactive, is also here. The type of audit is group. If there is any profile or anything else like role, if it's applicable, if it's there in your Azure tenant, it will also be fetched by the tool. But since it's not there, it's showing you not available or NA. Then some other set of information that you can benefit from is, for example, you have only selected one group, for this audit. But if you want to see which other or what other groups these members have access to within your Azure instance, you can select assign groups, and the tool will fetch the real-time data for you to see which other groups or what other groups is he or they part of, and so you can make an informed decision. Or you can also see what applications do these three people have access to. So you can go each on each of these users and find this information for each one of them. Now that you have the information already in front of you, all you have to do is use YouAttest feature either to certify the access of these users, for these groups, revoke, or you can delegate it out to more relevant people. Now, for example, in auto delegation, all you have to do, it's, as you know, it's a single click operation. What it does, it will start looking for this information that who's the manager this person is reporting to, and it will start pushing out emails once you hit auto delegate. For example, you don't have to select these checkboxes. All you have to do is click on auto delegate, confirm, and just a little refresh on the page, and it will say the users have been auto delegated. Since okay, let me just go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna show you the email that you as a reviewer or anyone as a reviewer is going to receive in its inbox. Here's the delegation email. Here's my campaign, and if I open that up in a different browser, it should take me right to that audit where I will be able to see the user as a reviewer and complete my task that has been assigned to me by the admin or by the risk manager. So let me see, that's the reviewer. Let me put in my email. Sorry, it's a long email, but to get this right the first time. Okay, let's see. So now I'm in my reviewer mode, trying to see what has been assigned to me by my risk manager or by the admin of the tool. So I go here in the group audits and see if anything's been assigned to me. Yes, it's K3 here, one that I have completed, but this is the fresh one here. And I'll just click on that and see only one reviewer is reporting to me. So that reviewer has been assigned to me, not the other two who were reporting to YA manager. So that must have been assigned to that person, that reviewer. But this one, Mark Gibson, is reporting to me. So it's been assigned to reviewer at alphatech.pk. Now, I, as a reviewer, have these three options. I can certify, I can revoke, or I can further delegate this user out to anyone else within the organization if I'm not the one, or I don't want to do the certification or the access review for this person. But let me just go ahead and certify because I'm okay with his access. And you will see the set of information appear on the subsequent columns that I have certified the user. My name will appear right next to it, or my email ID. And then the timestamp will also show what time and date this action was taken by me, and the status will show it's been completed. Now, the same information, if I go to and assume the admin role again, I will see that upon doing a refresh, you will see that the reviewer has completed the task. He has certified it. It has my name right next to it, and there's the timestamp and the overall status showing the admin that the task has been 100% completed by the reviewer it was assigned to. So this is my part. Now let's say YA manager also completes the audit. Just to show you the completion, I'll just go ahead and certify these two as well, the rest of the users, just to show you that the audit has been 100% completed. So now if I show you the overall status on the group audit listings page, it shows it's been 100%. Now you can mark it as complete so that nobody can tamper with the recommendations you have made within that worksheet. And now you have two options. Either you can execute all those changes that you have made or all those recommendations you have made inside that campaign, inside that audit automatically by just clicking this button. What it's going to do, it's going to ask you that, are you sure you want to do this, because the changes will take place inside your actual Azure instance. Once you confirm, if there is any revocation, it will automatically take place within your Azure AD. But you also have an option to download a report instead of doing the auto execution, or you can do the auto execution and then get the report. Either way, you can get it either in form of a CSV file or in a PDF file, and you can set it over to any email ID, maybe to yourself, to somebody else in the organization, including either all the users or just the revoked or certified users. And once it's done, this is your evidence for the auditors that you can show, and also you can show him the whole digital trail that you followed doing, completing this process. So Gerrit, did I leave anything that you would like me to
Rock
cover?
and roll. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay.
I'll just stop sharing and let you run the show.
Okay, here we go. I'll start sharing. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now, and let's go here. And I'm going to do a user audit. Ready? You got it partially set up, and I'll talk us through it. Screen number 2, go full screen, and we're good to go. Okay, so here we are. Kashif just showed you when he clicked group audit. Let's do it as user. Same thing. Use the instance we have set up for you. Have a name here, user Q1, Q3. Set the date. I have it set right there. And then next. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do selected users. Okay. And I'm going to do this first one by groups. I'm going to just say it started off there with the finance group. Okay. So as Kashif said, and it's really important, we default to active users only. It's really important because that's how people like their licenses count. Okay, now we can get inactives as well. Okay, but anyways, let's keep going. I'm going to review group access right here. It's going to create the audit. Okay, as the green bar shows, we created the audit. Okay, fantastic. That's what we're doing in real time here. Okay. As you see, we're using the same console, so we're seeing the past audits, etc. Now let me go here, do a refresh here, and it's done. Okay, so now I can click here, and I can say, let's review one of the users groups. Okay, and I'm going to do it individual. Let's do Ashley. And why am I doing that? I'll just let you know. I'm going to do it to the YA manager. Okay. Look there and here, and where's it going to go? I'm sorry, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to delegate. For a second, I've done on the other ones, and I did a little different in their documentation. I'm going to do literally a delegate because I've done the auto delegate in my previous ones. So let's just do a manual delegation just to show you how it could be done differently. Now, what did that do? That just sent the little ring, which is kind of cool. Tells us that it sent out the report. You saw the green in here. It sent out a delegation over to YA manager. Now I'm logged in, right? Here's YA manager to YA manager. And I can go right here, scroll down, user Q301, and I'm going to hit here. And that's going to bring up, voila. Really important we show this to people. Brings up just what the reviewer sees. Okay. Now we can, see everything we got here. We can view more, which is, look at that. Shows me all the groups. This is an elephant, theft, and security, human resources, and sales. Love it. Okay. Now we're going to go here, back to here, and we're going to certify. Task is marked as certified. Kashif did a real good job in his last demo showing this, and I'm going to show the same. Is now when I hit the refresh over here in user Q3, give me some room here. Look at that. That thing went green. Okay, bonus round. Let's do the because I did this in the documentation. So let's do some more. We're going to do another audit. We're going to do a user audit, and this one's going to be by application. AAD. I'll call this one Q3 user Q302. Fingers don't do what the keyboard says. Okay. And I'm going to grade this up. I'm going to do selected users again. This time I will do, but I'm going to do something a little different here. Okay. When we create the audit here, I'm going to review by application. Really, application or roles, depending on how they have their they have it structured. So I create the audit. Okay. Once again, YouAttest, being a wonderful product it is through the SSL, in the case of Active Directory Azure, what it's using is SAML connector, pulling the metadata out in real time, so we see real-time information, and then creating these wonderful reports, these attestations. There it is, user Q3. And now what I'm able to do is let's go see the same one again. See these apps? Got a different viewpoint here. This person can see all of them, and then literally just go back here and certify. Okay, I'm going to delegate this out. Okay, I'll do the same thing. I'll actually, in the documentation, I might have done the auto delegation, but either way, it gets out to the manager. And then in the manager here receives the email, the reviewer, and we can go over here and you'll see a brand new delegation email right now, 134. And we scroll down, the user Q302. So it was brand new. And this manager sees, once again, my app, YouAttest Finance, sees the apps, goes rock and roll. There you go. You can hit here, and then it can hit, oops, I'm sorry, up here. Kashif was just about to say that to me. And it hits certified. Now I certified the users in a different way. I certified the groups, and I certified the apps. And then when we go back, and this is a different browser, we go back and we become the risk manager, which is my role for this demo. Watch what happens when I hit refresh. 100%. Rock and roll, team. We are going to keep educating you and keep showing the best IGA product in the world, the cloud-based YouAttest. And what we would wish you to do is that contact us. If you have any questions or need help with your demos or work with your customers in any way, ping us at partners@youattest.com or ping Kashif directly on any questions at a demo or me or anyone else. All the best, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.